Hello, Namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. India is voting in the world's biggest election. 4 phases done, 3 more to go. Of late, the focus has been on the stock market. The Sensex is swinging and some pundits are attributing it to poll jitters. Are investors worried about the election result in India, or are these trends exaggerated? 2 top union ministers have weighed in. We'll bring you the numbers and what they mean. In China, foreign direct investment, or FDI, has fallen by 56% despite Xi Jinping's outreach to big businesses. We will tell you why. In the US, Donald Trump leads Joe Biden in swing states. These are opinion polls. We'll tell you why the trend is significant. What is OpenAI's new offering, ChatGPT 4o, an AI assistant that flirts? Why and how is NASA planning to build railway lines on the moon? What's happening in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, a political tug-of-war after days of protest? A day after a billboard tragedy, why is the spirit of Mumbai trending? Why have anti-France protests rocked the Pacific island of New Caledonia? Why is Paris telling its men to drive like women? And what's shrinkonomics, the economic cost of a shrinking population? All this and more coming up. The headlines first. Georgia's parliament approves the Foreign Agents Bill. The controversial law was passed despite weeks of mass protests. Critics say it's similar to repressive Russian legislation used to silence dissent. The European Union has warned Georgia that this undermines their bid to join the bloc. Protests in Armenia as well. Dozens of demonstrators detained in the capital, Yerevan. Protests have been ongoing against the government plans to concede land to arch-enemy Azerbaijan. Protest leaders call for the Prime Minister's impeachment. In India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi files his nomination from Varanasi amid a massive show of strength. Prime Minister Modi first contested from Varanasi in 2014. He is seeking a historic 3rd consecutive term. Voting will take place in Varanasi on the 1st of June in the last phase of the general election. Russian President Vladimir Putin will visit China this week. It will be Putin's first trip abroad since his re-election in March. Beijing is a crucial economic partner for Moscow, which is facing Western sanctions over the Ukraine war. This will be Putin's 2nd trip to China in just over 6 months. And the top court of the United Nations to hold hearings on Israel's Rafah offensive this week. South Africa has urged the UN to impose emergency orders on Israel to halt its operation in Rafah. In recent days, nearly 500,000 Palestinians have been displaced.
Firstpost reports from the world's 2nd largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. South Africa goes to the polls on the 29th of May. I will track the election and bring you ground reports. Is it the end of the road for the African National Congress? And will former President Jacob Zuma stage a dramatic comeback? From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global south. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.